Welcome to Tales from the Crit Season 3, Bigger, Badder, and Stickier. By joining us today, you have been officially upgraded to Crit Cat status. So welcome to the club. Tales from the Crit is an actual play podcast where we focus on smaller story arcs from some of your favorite RPGs, as well as some of the less known or obscure ones. We also play some highly narrative tabletop board games and also some micro RPGs. All of those feature a revolving cast of players, so you're going to see a lot of variety there. And as always, I am your host and your crit keeper, Riley Groves. We're so glad to have you here with us today. Now let's get into the episode. Content warnings can be found in the description. Welcome back to Tales from the Crit. I am Riley Groves, the Crit Keeper, and today at the table I have some really good friends. Connor.
Let's do this.
Tim.
Howdy.
And AK.
Yellow.
And we are embarking on a new adventure, one that I'm very excited about. I saw this RPG system come out a number of years ago, and it's been incredibly hard to track down since. I don't know why they ever made it, but this is Wendy's Feast of Legends.
Yes.
I've said it a couple times, and this is an actual Wendy's RPG made by the Wendy's fast food people.
Love it.
Don't know why they made it, but reading through it, it seems like a lot of fun. I'm excited. Today we're going to tackle our character creation and get into it. I know you guys had already picked your classes, which is going to be super helpful, but we're going to go through, we're going to roll our skills, kind of talk about how this game works. We're going to answer some questions about your characters, about how your characters feel about other characters, and kind of just do a brief intro to the world. You guys ready?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So to start, you guys all picked out names?
Yes.
All right. AK, first of all, welcome back to the podcast.
Thank you.
Your first official story arc here. We're excited to have you.
Hell yeah.
What did you bring, or I should say, who did you bring to the table?
So, I'm playing the Order of Asiago Ranch Chicken Club, and my name is Raekwon Starks.
Okay. All right. Love the name. Tim, who do you got?
My character's name is Spud, and he is from the Order of the Baconator Fries.
Perfect. All right. Awesome. And Connor.
All right. I'm going to be playing as Dave, and he is an Order of the Double Stack.
Fuck yeah. All right. Did anybody create any more bios or backstories or anything to go with their characters that they'd like to talk about now?
Yeah, sure. My character, Dave, the Order of the Double Stack, he comes from a clan where all of the Double Stacks take on the name Dave when they leave the clan to go spread the word of their founder, Dave, who was a classic double. He taught them in the way of the 2 all-beef patties, fresh, never frozen. And so he goes out into the world to spread that way to the rest of Freshtovia.
Perfect.
Love it.
Love that.
Oh, the only information is that the Order of the Baconator Fries, their clan motto is, if you're falling behind, you just need some ketchup.
All right. Amazing. AK, anything extra you thought of your character?
Not really, no.
All right, we'll figure that out along the way. So now what we're going to do, now that you guys have your orders, we'll kind of get into that in a little bit more right after this section, actually. So we're going to roll for our stats. There are 5 stats in this game: Strength, Intelligence, Charm, Arcana, and Grace. They're a little bit self-explanatory. Grace is the only one that's kind of different in this one than a lot of RPGs, but that does stand for your like acrobatic movements. Kind of think of it as dexterity, or something a little bit more finesse than that. So what we are going to do to roll for our stats, you're going to take 4d4s. I'm not sure if everybody has 4d4s, if we're just going to roll 1d4 4 times and then roll it 5 times.
I mean, I think collectively we could have enough. I have 2.
I have 1.
There's a big box or a big jar of dice? Yeah, go ahead and do that. We're gonna edit that out.
Looks like we got 3 from that one.
Beautiful.
I have 4 right here.
4. Oh, we need 4. Okay, I have.
Yeah, I got mine 4.
Yeah, we gotta do the 4 for $4.
4.
I now have 3.
Here you go. Nice. Big metal one.
Nailed
Threw
it.
it right onto your computer.
That's all right. That's what computers are for.
Self-destructed. 5. 4.
All right. Yes, we are doing the 4-4-4, which I imagine. I don't think the 4-4 still exists, right? Like,
Yeah, I'm unsure.
I haven't been to
I think
Wendy's.
it's like a biggie bag or something.
It moved up to the biggie bag, which
biggie
was the
bag.
shit.
All right.
The $5 biggie bag.
Yeah, I'm fucking
So,
with a biggie bag.
one of the important things to use your brains about is for this game, think back 7 years ago and what Wendy's was doing then
Oh, Lord.
on their menu.
That was at the time when I was literally eating at Wendy's every Sunday with my bandmates. We would always meet at Wendy's and then go to practice. I mean, this was our religion.
So what you're saying is
I'm only familiar with the $5 biggie bag. That's what I'm saying.
all right. So here's what we're gonna do. Go ahead and roll your 4d4.
5 times.
Well, do it. Yeah, roll all 4 once. Calculate that score and then write it down. You're going to do that 5 times, and then you can go ahead and assign those scores to your stats. You guys know your orders a little bit. If you need help saying, hey, you should probably put your best scores into this, let me know. We can go through the book real quick. But essentially, you want to make your character, however you want to play your character is fine.
This is some exciting audio.
Yes, absolutely.
This is how you know they do the work.
I will leave some of the
One bad.
some rolls in. One bad one.
Not a great one.
What is it?
5.
Oh yeah, that's terrible. Oh.
But I got 9, 8, 9, 10, 5.
5 times. Yeah.
Ooh, that was a good one.
Yeah, I'm not getting great rolls here. Lots of 2s and 1s on the dice.
If you only get a 2, you roll 4d4 and you get a 2 somehow.
We're already behind the 8 ball.
I'm not going to lie. I might take a lot of direction from you guys on where to put these points because I didn't do half bad.
All right.
9, 9, 12, 12, 14.
Wow.
Hey, that's pretty good.
I didn't do that great. 9, 8, 9, 10, 5. Not happy about the 5.
I got 7, 12, 8, 13, 11.
All right. So here is your bonuses or detriments on those rolls. So on a 1 to 4, nobody got a 1 to 4, right?
No.
All right. On a 5 to 6,
Yes.
you're going to take a -1.
Beautiful.
All right. On a 7 to 8, that's a 0.
Okay.
On a 9 to 12, you'll get a +1. On a 13 to 15, you'll get a +2. On a 16, you'll get a +3. Nobody got a 16.
Yeah.
I think the highest was 13 or 14 that Connor had.
Or 13.
And somehow... Oh, never mind. That makes sense. Okay. So just hold on to those real quick, and we will go through your character classes quickly. And
Was 7 and 8 was both +0?
yes.
And then was it 9
Through 12 or something like that.
through 12 is
Plus one.
+1?
9 through 12 is +1. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And are those on the stat that I take, or do I get to apply that to this number and then apply it to my stats?
So you're going to basically put those... you're going to...
The 2 different numbers, the base and the...
Yeah, so your base is going to be the 12, whatever. Your other one's going to be the column next to that, which is your bonus is going to put where you put your +1 or +2.
Oh, they stay together.
Yes. However, hold on a second, because your order also gives you +1s and stuff like that to some different things.
Wait, but that means if you got a +5, you're also getting fucked because they're like, okay, so now it's a shit roll and negative on top of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
I mean, that's
If
the
5's
point.
bad enough.
Yeah, that's the point. Oh. Because it just means you're really shit at that. So like, that would be something you would try to stay away from. All right. AK, as an order of the Asiago Ranch Chicken Club class,
That's me.
you get an additional +2 points to your Arcana stat.
Love it.
an additional +1 to your grace stat. So take that into consideration when applying those points. There's a couple different ways. Obviously, you can do it. If you want to say, hey, I did really shitty in this roll, I'm going to, put that shitty roll into this category, kind of negate, if there's a negative there. Or you can say, hey, I rolled really well. I'm going to, bump up that score even more. There's a few different ways. So just go ahead and think about how you're going to apply your scores there.
Cool.
We're all starting at level 1, obviously. Connor, as an order of the double stack, you get a +2 points to your grace stat and a +2 points to your strength stat. So, however you apply your rolls there, make sure you take an additional +2 for your grace and +2 for your strength.
And apply those to the base.
Apply those to your bonus.
To my bonus.
Yep. So if you already have something that, or if you have a score that says, hey, you have a +1 in this, no, I think you're right. +2 additional points to your grace stat. So you would apply that to your base, not your bonus. I apologize.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, shit. I messed up.
Yeah, I totally told AK the wrong thing, so that one's on me.
Did you?
Yeah, probably.
No. Yours right. I double checked.
Okay.
Wait, so we add the class bonuses to the bonus, not the base?
To the base. You're going to add it to the base, not the bonus.
To the base, okay.
And you're the order of the Baconator Fries. Is this correct, Tim?
Yes.
All right. So you take an additional +1 to your strength stat and an additional +2 to your charm stat. So apply those to the base, and then if you need to...
I'm sorry, could you say that one more time?
Yep, I can.
Strength.
And
Charm?
2 to your charm, 1 to your strength.
Oh, we add those to the base.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was saying. I told you the wrong thing. And then your new base score makes up your bonus in the bonus category.
Now we're cooking with fire oil.
So I'm going to take my highest in strength. That seems like...
Yeah, I took my
That's
highest in
about-
Arcana. I put the 5 in strength.
Okay, I'm going to put my lowest one in intelligence, I think. Oh, no, I'll put it in Arcana, actually, because I don't think my guy has any magic.
I was going to say high strength,
Yeah.
low intelligence. That sounds an awful lot like
I know.
your last character there in White Box.
Which stat is going to be helping my attack?
As an order of the Baconator Fries, attacks with physical weapons are made with your strength rolls.
Okay. And grace for projectiles, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I believe you're right.
I know it's Arcana for magic rolls.
So it says for grace, the grace stat is tied to acrobatic movements of your character or the lack thereof. Those with a higher grace stat will be better with certain weapons and will have an advantage while jumping, running, or dodging attacks.
Okay.
Yeah, for graceful weapons, however, roll using grace stat.
There we go. Thank you, AK.
Yeah, it's on the weapons description.
Cool. So yes, thrown weapons, grace, big weapons, strength, magic, Arcana. Everybody assign their shit?
Yes.
All right, AK, you answered first. Tell us about your stats.
So, starting with strength, I have a base of 5 and a bonus of -1.
Fantastic.
For intelligence, I have a base of 9 and a bonus of +1. Charm, also 9 base, +1 bonus. Arcana, the big boy, base of 12, +1 bonus. Grace is 9 with +1 bonus. So pretty rounded overall, except for the strength area.
Okay. Connor?
So I have a strength of 15,
Damn.
an intelligence of 12, charm of 8, arcana of 7, grace of 13, and my defense is 13. What's the bonus on a 15?
The 15 is a +2.
Okay. And then what? 9 through 12 is +1?
Yes.
Okay.
How are we looking, Tim?
Pretty all right.
All right, what you got?
I have a strength of 15, and I did that all wrong.
Okay. What'd you do?
All right, I do have a strength of 15,
Okay.
because that'll be 14 plus my 1, which is added into that.
Yep.
Okay.
So you'll have a +2 bonus.
And then I did the rest of this all wrong. So that's going to be a 14. Okay. I got to reverse my math because I did exactly what you said not to, or I added all my bonus into the base and then just stared over here for a second at my bonus column like, what were these are for? You just did all the math wrong. I have a strength of 15 with a bonus of +1, intelligence of 9 with a bonus of +2, charm of 14 with a bonus of +1, arcana with a 9 bonus of 1, and grace with a 12 bonus of 1.
Okay. So any that are above 13, you actually are taking a bonus of 2 in.
Cool.
Is that what's added from our class? Or just a base roll?
Okay. So how it is, you roll your 4d4.
Yeah.
All right. So you get a 10 on your 4d4. Your class says you get an additional 2 points in strength, right?
Now I have a 12.
So now you have a 12. That 12 translates into a +1 bonus.
Okay.
Is that how everybody did it?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
10 was a +1.
Oh.
Anyways.
10 is a +1, yeah.
What's a 14 bonus
A 14
for a base?
is a +2.
Okay, so I'm actually at a +3.
You're at a 16?
No, +3 bonus. Because I'm at a 14 charm,
Yep.
and then I put a +1 there and there on my own. But then because I was above the 1, I got another +1, and then because the base number's above the number, I got a +1.
You are confusing me so badly. What did you roll? Like what was your dice roll that you
12.
12. Okay.
And then my
Then you get a
class
+2.
gave me a +2, so I got me to a 14 base.
Yep.
Yep.
And then I used a +1 bonus of my own.
That +1 bonus is because you have a 14.
Like now
because-
it'd be a +2.
No, yeah, it would be a +2. Sorry. That 14 tells you what your bonus is to your roll.
So the bonus numbers that we rolled after our base, those increase depending on what the base numbers are?
What bonus numbers did you roll?
I didn't roll. They were just like the 0 through 4, 5 through
Yeah.
8.
So, yeah. So what you do, you rolled all your dice, right? You
Yeah.
got 5 scores.
Uh-huh.
You take those, you apply them to the different skills.
Done.
Right. Okay, so 10, 12, whatever.
Yep.
Then your class says, okay, you get an additional +2 strength points.
+1 strength.
To my bonus or my base?
Base.
Base.
It's all base.
Done. Did that.
Okay. So whatever that score is now in your base, then says, okay, this is what your bonus is. So if it's a 14, you get a +2.
And it's not an addition. This is because the stats now change because my base went up.
Yes.
Yes. So essentially, the bonus is like when you roll a d20 to roll strength, you're going to get a +2.
Gotcha. So what was the 13 and higher?
13 and higher is a +2.
Okay. Perfect. I will adjust that.
Okay. All right. Moving on. Now that we got those hammered out, let's do our hit points. This is
right.
another 4 for 4 situation. So go ahead and roll your 4d4.
Come on, all fours.
Shit.
Lucky 6s.
Not great, boys. Not great.
Okay.
I got 11. And I'm pretty sure my class gets +2 to hit points.
All right. So you start with a 13. AK, the Asiago Ranch Chicken Club, adds a +1 HP to your character.
I rolled a 7, so I have an 8.
8. All right. And Tim, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 13.
Hey. That's pretty good. And you get an additional +2 hit points to your character, so you actually have a 15 HP.
Shit.
Yeah. Base defense. Tim, while you're writing that down, because we're on your character, you get a base defense of 13,
Okay.
which is pretty good. Think of that as your armor class. Connor, you also get a 13.
Perfect.
AK, yours is an 11. Little squishier, my dude. Everybody pay attention to what AK's got going on.
Keep an eye on me, please. I'll be in the bag casting spells. I'll be like a cheerleader and then like come and fix you guys.
A healer not by choice, but by the tools he was given.
Exactly. I kind of thought about backstory now.
Ooh.
A little bit.
I find it's easier after you already have stats and stuff
Yeah.
set up to be like, okay, well, this is what I'm limited to doing. So everything I just wrote makes 0 sense.
I'm going to be like a grandma.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing. All right. Some other things, AK, about your character.
Yeah.
You are skilled with nothing extra skilled with any particular item. So you're not overly skilled with anything, but you can use all items, so you have no limits there. So that's a good thing for you. At level 1 also, you get a skill. It is called Refresh. You guide your friends to clarity, removing any curses, status effects, or magically caused weaknesses and disadvantages. That is, your casting distance is touch on that, so you do have to fondle a little bit. That's your one stat. And then you also have the stat, home is where the hearth is. When not in combat, you can build a warm and comfortable fire. On an Arcana check of 14 or more, your flame's aura can protect the group from bandits while sitting down to a meal.
Sweet.
Okay. Dave, as an order of the double stack, you are skilled with medium armor and heavy armor and heavy weapons and crossbows. So you're a bit of a tank here. You can't use light armor, though. Staffs are items granting new magical skills. So
I can't use magical items at all?
no.
Cool. Glad I took the lowest one in Arcana.
Yeah. However, you do have some skills at level 1. You have the passive feat of Fresh, Never Frozen.
Fresh, never frozen.
You have resistance to all cold damage. You are truly fresh and never frozen. You also have another passive skill called 2 Beef Patties. You can dually wield any weapons that don't require 2 hands. So dual wielding right off the bat. And the way you dual wield, you can roll for both of those attacks. Important note, if you miss the first one, you automatically miss the second one.
It's fair.
Tim, as an order of the Baconator Fries, you are skilled you are able to use any armor or weapon, though you get no skill bonus from it. However, you cannot use nothing. You are able to use everything. So there's nothing that limits you from being able to use it. So any item you pick up, you can use. Unlike Connor, he picks up a magical staff. I don't know what it does. Maybe it explodes in his hand.
Turns to a stick.
It just looks like a stick to me.
Yeah.
I got a stick.
I definitely would have adjusted my choice in Arcana.
I think you're pretty good, though, because you like, what did you put in Arcana?
A 9.
So that's a 0, right? Or it's a plus one.
Plus 1.
That's not bad. I mean, I think you're kind of right in the middle with yours. You have a passive skill also at level 1. It's called Grab and Go. When engaged in combat, you do not have to use an action to break out. You can move away freely without risk of an attack. You can also do a bonus action to move up to twice your movement and still attack or perform another action. So that's pretty good. In this game, breaking out is like disengaging in 5e. So, to not get an attack of opportunity on yourself, you would disengage. This is what that is. So if you try to just like run away without breaking free, you will get attacked, and that takes about half your movement to do that. So, but it doesn't do that for you. You can just do it, and then you can run away and still, use a bunch of movement and actions and stuff. So that's pretty cool.
Nice.
All right. Money in the realm of Beef's Keep is fairly simple. It's gold. There's no converting units. Everything just costs a certain amount of gold. You can also sell items for gold. Gold coins, baby. Literally what they wrote in here. Most merchants will sell at around the market price and buy things at various amounts below market price. So you each will start with 10 gold coins. This does play a lot like 5e, so we're going to rely on D20. You guys probably do need like a full set of dice for the most part. There's a lot of D4, D6, D8 actions in here. So I would say, make sure you have a full set of dice. The way we're going to take care of items instead of sitting here and being like, I have a torch, I have a candle. What I want you guys to do is just kind of make 5 check marks at the top of your sheet. When you guys say, hey, I'm going to use this, just take one of those off. You're going to pay the cost for it at that time. So if you're like, I want a torch, or I have a torch, remove your 2 gold. I'll tell you how much gold it is, and then remove one of those checks. That way you guys kind of have an inventory that moves along with you. It seems like the better way to do it than just to say, hey, I need to have nails and a hammer or chalk or whatever's listed in here. Does that sound good to everybody?
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple specialty items that we don't have access to now, and stables for horses, donkeys, and mules. None of you guys can afford well, you could afford a mule
Ooh,
for 8 gold.
very cool.
But we'll get into that a little bit later. So a couple things to note before we answer questions about our characters. There are some really cool things about this game, like going into feast mode. When you roll a crit on your attack, which is a 20, you are going to go into feast mode. This allows you to do the maximum amount of damage plus an additional roll of your die. So we're going to go over your weapons soon and how much damage those will do. So for say, if you get something that does D4 plus 1 for damage, you automatically do that 5, then you're going to roll your D4 again and add whatever on top of it. So it's a good way to keep doing that. In addition to that, while in feast mode, you also get advantage on your next attack roll. So better chance that you're going to keep feasting.
Wow.
When you're doing that. So that's really, really cool.
That's boss.
Yep, I like that quite a bit. Also, a 20 on any skill checks will result in your character's best possible outcome in their current situation. So 20s are great across the board. Big oops when you roll a 1, though. You completely miss your attack. And in certain cases, might even hurt yourself or your teammates. And rolling a 1 on any skill check will result in your character's worst possible outcome for their current situation. Movement. It's standard 25 feet for everybody. We're not going to worry about that too much. I'll say, hey, that's too far. Or you can do that. Not a big deal. You get an action and you get an extra action. So your bonus action can be something a little bit smaller. It's not like I'm going to attack and then I'm going to attack again, but it's like I'm going to attack and then I'm going to throw this potion or this baconator over to my buddy and then I'm going to run 50 feet. Or 25 feet. So you can take a movement, an action, and an extra action. Your characters along the way may get the ability to attack more than once or get an additional action, or there's some things that'll help you out with that item-wise or something like that. So then you will be able to take like a second full action, but not in this first adventure. There's cheap shots, which, as we just went over, is basically an attack of opportunity. So similar to if you guys are disengaging or not disengaging and just trying to run away and you get hit, you can do that to your enemies too. If they're too close and they just try to take off, you can attack them as a reaction. Resting. So after a hard fought battle, your characters will often need to rest up. So to regain your health outside of battle, you will need to sit down for a meal. This is a very food heavy adventure, quite frankly. And so you can opt for a snack, which takes less time if you're in a hurry. And after a snack, each member of the party will roll 1d6 to regain that number of hit points shown on the die. And to regain all hit points, the party will need to sit down for a meal. And the meal takes more time. And depending on character location and other story factors, I might have somebody attack your party while you're vulnerable or, something like that. So that's pretty standard long rest.
Are we allowed to get like cheeseburgers or various chicken items or Frosties?
There are many of those items along the way that will come in. Essentially, that's the health potions in this. There's no health potions. It's here's a nugget.
Is
Here's
that mealtime? That's mealtime for us? Is collecting these snacks to eat at dinner?
So mealtime is handled a little differently. You don't have to get those and eat those as a meal. So you could eat that as a snack and say, okay, I'm going to eat this.
Gotcha. Okay.
The meal, I just assume that in this magical world, the meal is always there. You've always got some Wendy's somehow. So that's that. Let's go into
it's the bottomless biggie bag.
The bottomless
we break pieces of ourselves
bag.
off. Yeah. Give me some of your beef.
All right. So for armor, it did sound most like Connor, Dave would probably have some sort of armor. You have access to heavy and medium armor. It is pretty expensive. However, it seems like your character class would be the one that has like this, has the most access to it. So I will let you pick up one, let's say medium armor for now. That seems most fair, right? The heavy armor is like really kind of tanky for you. So for medium armor options, you got crispy chicken armor, clamshell packaging, or oven plating.
I'm definitely going to go with the clamshell packaging.
Okay.
Even that's not what a double stack would usually come in, but
It is not, but take a +2 to defense on that. And then we're going to go into weapons. So actually, I would also say that you two over there could have access to a light armor, because that seems right? I don't want to make you guys nude or anything. So for light armor options, we got a fresh baked bun, which provides 1 defense, foil wizard robe, which provides a +1 arcana, an apron that provides +1 grace, or a red polo with a black visor, which also provides +1 defense.
So did I understand my character's disability correctly, that while being able to use every item, any of the protection like caveats do not apply?
No. You can use any item, you just don't get like an additional buff from using them. So later on, as you gain more skills or something like that, you items might do like something more. The no skill bonus is added. Yeah. Able to use any armor or weapon, though no skill bonus is added. I would imagine that does not mean that you don't get bonuses, because that seems...
I feel like for like the armor, you should definitely still get the bonus to your defense, because defense, I mean, it's not a skill. We didn't roll for it.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll take that ruling. So defense things would apply to you, but I guess like plus Arcana's grace or stuff like that doesn't apply to you. Seems weird. Not sure I like it. But anything pique your interest. There was also no, that's way too expensive.
Okay.
On the defense thing, since we didn't roll for that, like my defense is a 13, do I get a +2 bonus for that because it's a 13, or do I only get the bonus from my armor for that?
So your defense, when you take wearing the armor, would make your defense a 15.
Okay.
So there's no bonus to defense, so you don't like add a +2 or anything, because it's something that I roll again.
Right.
So basically it's like an armor class. So I would need to roll above a 15 to successfully hit you.
I'm going to take the fresh baked bun.
Fresh baked bun gives you a +1 defense. What's that bring you up to 12?
12.
Makes you a little less squishy.
A little. I almost took the Arcana, but I was like, probably.
You said I was medium or light?
Light.
Light, okay.
Yeah, light's on the table for right now. You will have access to the heavier stuff, but just to start out here.
Red polo, black visor, +1 to defense.
There we go.
Dig it.
All right. Okay, next big thing. There's a number of weapons to choose from. Some are light, some are graceful, some are heavy. I would let you all kind of pick your own here, as long as I don't want to say that, like, as long as it's one of the like ones on the top half that don't do over 1d10 damage, but that that limits yours, Connor, a little bit.
So because I'm only skilled with heavy weapons, does that mean I can use light weapons and like weapons that are less than that? It's only like light armor that I can't use and staffs?
Cannot use light armor, staffs, or items granting new magical skills. Yeah, so you could, you can use them. You're just not like overly good with them.
I thought I could be mixing up things. I thought that for the weapons, when you were skilled with, it just said you were skilled with the highest one, and then that gave you the skills for all the ones underneath it.
That was for shield or armor, I think.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so here's the difference. If your class is skilled with an item that you are using to attack, you will add a +1 bonus to your attack roll, to your d20 attack rolls. So when using items or when using weapons that you're good with, you get an additional bonus from that.
Gotcha.
And I suppose that's what Tim wouldn't get a bonus in, right? You can use anything. You're not skilled with anything. Like, Connor's skilled with heavy weapons, so if he bonks somebody with a big cast iron pan, he's going to roll 1d20 and then add a +1 onto that.
Gotcha.
You're not skilled with any of those things, so you're not expert at any, so you're just going to roll a straight d20.
Gotcha.
That makes more sense. So in that case, I take back what I previously said. You could get a +1 Arcana defense item. Sorry, I probably should have figured this out ahead of time.
That's okay. So I can get the I don't get bonus for skill, but if the item has bonus, then that would count as its own bonus.
Yes. Yep. You're just not proficient in anything. Like, you're not overly good. You're a jack of all trades. Think
Master of none. Gotcha.
Yes.
Dave of all skills, master of none. Okay. Well, I might. Oh man, how did we find out our defense? I just realized I didn't write that down. I just had my defense bonus.
It's on the character.
Yeah.
The pre-made character sheet. Okay, and that's the 13 that I think I saw down there.
Order of the Baconator does have a base defense of 13. So.
Oh, double 13s. That's cool.
Anybody pick a weapon yet?
Yeah, I'm going with toothpicks, I do believe.
Okay.
And I'm going to do knife.
All right. So the knife is 1d4 damage. It is light. You can throw it 60 feet. The toothpicks, seems like they're kind of like javelins, right? I would say.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. So you can have a number of those. Those also do 1d4, can be thrown. So that is rolled with grace.
Nice.
And Dave, what are you thinking for a weapon?
Am I picking from the non-heavy stuff?
That seems unfair, really.
I also think I'm like, oh. So yeah, I'm going to just take... Can I take 2 weapons since I can dual wield?
Yeah, what are you thinking?
A fork and a knife?
A fork and a knife?
Love it.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, there's no reason why not. So neither of those are heavy, so you wouldn't get your proficiency bonus to that.
I mean, otherwise I'm taking the spatula from the heavy thing.
Yeah, and the spatula is only a one-handed weapon as well.
But I would still just take that. I mean, I could buy a fork.
You could. All right, here's what we can do. You can take one heavy weapon and one non-heavy weapon if you want to be able to dual wield, because it seems kind of wrong to limit you in that factor.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to take the spatula.
Okay.
And the spoon.
All right, cool. The spatula does 1d10 damage, cannot be thrown. It is heavy. And the spoon does 1d4, and it is light. And it can be whipped around. There's only one other thing to do before we officially have to start, and that's to go over buffs, but we're going to save that for the actual first episode. Instead, we're going to talk about our characters. We have a couple character questions here, and the first one is dealing with your past. So this is about your character. I want you to think a little bit more about them, and the question is, which of your scars do you think looks the coolest? And what's the story behind it?
Spuddy was born early from the packaging. Some would say picked too early before the package was fully removed, and it had left a tear down his the top right side of his carton before he was filled. And so after he was filled with those delicious Baconator fries, he's always kind of had a droopy right side to his face where it seems that fries and a little bit of the Baconator has spilled out.
Right on. So Spudsy's actually just a carton of fries.
It's grotesque.
All right. That is some lore that we will figure out.
I thought we were literally... It's not like...
I mean...
It's like Fry Man.
Everything in the book, shows pictures of human folks.
I just thought they only got so creative with what they were doing.
Right on. They limited themselves.
I didn't realize we were humans that were taking on the... I thought we were like, yeah, I thought we were...
Hey man,
we were genetic freaks.
Play it how you want.
Humanoid French fries.
It's very Aqua Teen Hunger Force of you. That's cool. We'll leave it like that. I am perfectly accepting of all races.
I just really thought that's what we were supposed to do.
I love it. Don't change it. Don't ever change. All right. Anybody else? I may have picked a weird question.
I have a large scar behind one of my shoulders from when I was learning to dual wield the art of the 2 beef patties, where my instructor came at me with the 2 weapons and I parried one, but then wasn't prepared for the second one and got me in the back.
All right.
And my cool scar, I think, is the one that goes down my eye, like over my eyebrow, down to my cheek a little bit. I was trying to help fallen comrade and wasn't paying attention, and next thing I know, there's a thrown star. Someone threw a star, and it nicked my eye a little bit. So it reminds me to have my guard up and make sure to watch my surroundings at all times.
All right.
Keep my eye out, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
or in this case.
And you're still going with the grandma thing, or was that just a passing comment?
So I'm kind of piggybacking off of Connor's. I'm from the clan of Lorraine, the wife of David, who warmed all chicken orders by her fire, training us in healing and keeping the fighters fighting, and teaching us magic and the ways of the other world that we can't see.
All right. I love it. We're building deeper lore than Wendy's has ever had, I feel like.
Lorraine is actual Dave's wife, so
Wendy's mom.
I looked it up.
All right. Second question about your past. This one's a little easier. What is the best meal you have ever had? Who did you share it with? And what made it so unforgettable?
Unforgettable.
I mean, this is why I thought it was grotesque that they were making us eat burgers and fries for the buffs. We would literally be, and then the AK made a comment about how we'd be eating ourselves. I was like, makes sense. Yeah, exactly. Like that. Wouldn't we just buff ourselves all the time? Shit.
Maybe like the order of the Baconator fries or the other fries. Maybe we should think of them more like like Warforged or something, like robotic things, like false construction.
Oh, like the things that come out of the mud that Sauron.
Yeah, like an Urukai.
Yeah, Urukai.
Yeah, sure, we could do that, and I would say you get no buffs from eating fries. You get debuffed if you eat fries. That's what I'm gonna say. Official Wendy's lore here. All right. Order of Lorraine, Raekwon Starks, Asiago Ranch Chicken Club.
So many names.
So many names. First of your kind, or first of your name. What's the best meal you ever had?
Best meal I ever had was after a long battle with my comrades, and we sat down to not one double stack, but 2 double stacks with a large order of Baconator fries.
Oh. Just munching them right in front of your friend, who is Baconator fries.
Yeah.
All right.
He knows.
See, I know that's a good meal. It's very similar to one of my, favorite meals. When I was getting ready to leave, my home to go spread the word of Dave throughout Freshtovia, we had a meal of double stacks, and I took 2 double stacks and used them as the buns to put a Baconator in between.
Whoa.
And Scooby-Doo smushed it down and ate the whole thing.
Wow.
Fuck yeah.
That's beautiful.
All right.
Drop a tear from my eye.
My favorite meal that has made me realize that I cannot actually eat it is, in fact, French fries. As I myself am so.
All right.
It is what keeps my clan united, as we cannot eat each other.
All right. Fries are not back on the menu, boys. All right. This question is about your present. What is a pet peeve that instantly irritates you? And how do you react? We'll start with Connor this time.
Dave's pet peeve is when he sees people just throw the wrappings of any of their burgers or fries. They just discard them on the ground willy-nilly instead of putting them in the proper receptacles.
All right. How does he react?
Usually Dave reacts by peacefully just picking them up and taking care of it himself. But
All right.
Eventually that might not be the case.
Okay. Spuds?
My pet peeve is when people take my kind and dip us in Frosties before eating us. We are meant for ketchup.
Fucking solid. All right. Raekwon?
My biggest pet peeve is when someone does not finish their meal and leaves bites left. And the way I react is I just go over and eat it myself because I need all the health I can get.
All right. Sick. What superstitions does your character keep? I imagine Spuds is wildly different than everybody else, so let's start with Spuds.
A superstition. A superstition.
if you spill the salt and you don't shake it on yourself 3 times, you will be the next to be dipped into a Frosty.
Like Leprechaun too. All right. Connor?
Tying into my pet peeve, we have a superstition where I come from where if you don't properly dispose of the packaging for your burgers and fries, you will not gain the buffs and you will be debuffed instead by your meal. You will get sick.
All right.
Spend a lot of time in the bathroom.
All right. Raekwon.
My superstition is going into battle on an empty stomach. So we must always eat before we fight.
All right. Solid. I feel like one of these times you're going to find the voice that you're looking for.
I know. I was playing on it on the way here, and
Three questions, 3 different accents. That's Raekwon's thing. All right.
mysterious.
Mysterious to us all, especially the listeners. All right. This question is about your companions. Name something that you have been holding back from the group, hoping for the opportunity to tell them.
My people are delicious! But they must not find out. Though I do badly want to tell them.
You got anything, Connor?
When I first hit puberty, I ate myself. So I found out I'm allergic.
No, I got nothing. My guy's an open book.
Raekwon? All right. Well, then we're going to move on.
You're the one that threw the throwing star.
All right.
it
Here's
was
what
actually Lorraine.
Lorraine came out of nowhere. She's actually an evil bitch. Here's what we're going to do for the 2 that blanked on those answers. You're going to get a chance to redeem yourself because we're going to jump into the kids on bikes questions about your friends. The 2 of you will have to answer an extra negative question about one of your party members here. I think as you guys are level 1s, we'll say you guys have done some adventures with each other, but obviously like you're not the strongest yet. So you haven't been adventuring like too long together. Maybe a year. Does that sound good? Sound right? Does it sound accurate to your guys' lore?
Sure.
Okay.
That's good.
I can work with that.
All right. So here's what we're going to do. Relationship questions. There are positive ones and negative ones. We're each going to roll 2, or you're going to answer 1 positive and 1 negative. However, Raekwon and Dave, you guys are going to have to answer 2 negatives. So who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
All right, give me a roll. And are you answering a positive question or one of your negative questions first?
We'll go with one of the negative ones first.
All right.
I'm rolling a
D20, please.
15.
All right. Who do you want to answer a question about?
Spuds.
What insanity has this character shown warning signs of?
There have been lots of warning signs that Spuds is definitely having a little bit of insanity. It's often found talking to himself and like smelling his skin a little bit. Like he looks like he wants to take a bite, but then he sees you looking at him. He's like, "Oh." No.
All right. Awesome. That question was perfect. All right, Spuds. Positive or negative?
Negative.
Okay. Who do you want to answer about?
Raekwon.
All right.
2.
What secret are you keeping from this character that you would be devastated if they found out?
For generations, the clan of the Order of the Baconator Fries has been shorting every order made by Lorraine.
Oh, shit.
This has been a generational secret. They've always supported Dave more.
All right. Damn. All right. Raekwon. I wish your name was Lorraine. All right. Raekwon, positive or negative question?
Let's go positive.
All right. About Spuds or about Dave?
Let's do Dave.
All right. Give me a roll.
What number is that? 2.
What do you admire about this character, but you would never tell them?
I admire their tenacity and ability to lead anybody and everybody, and their love of the earth.
Why would you not tell them that, man?
Yeah, I like to keep things close to heart.
All right. All right. Dave, positive or negative question?
I did a negative first, right?
You did do a negative first, yep.
All right, we'll do a positive.
Okay, who are you talking about?
We're going to talk about Spuds again.
All right.
Bounce them out. I got a 4.
What trait about this character that they despise do you genuinely appreciate?
Oh, God.
This fry smell.
I appreciate the fry smell. I also appreciate how he's able to quickly disengage from people without having to be as clumsy about it as most of us. But I imagine he doesn't despise that either.
My charm is 14 plus 2. My character is very much under the impression that everyone wants to talk to him because he smells so good.
Yeah, I can see that. That's probably true, right? This is always a hard one. I mean, like, you can just make up a characteristic, I guess, about Spuds. I'm going to call you Spuds instead of Spud.
It's so funny. I wrote Spud and then immediately changed it to Spuddy.
Spuddy. Spuddy buddy.
I was thinking more like the golden retriever that does all the sports.
Oh, Air Spud.
Air Spud. Jeez, that's good.
I think that his droopy face is a little secretive and mysterious, and while he may despise it, I think it gives him a little more allure and maybe advantage in situations upon meeting new people.
All right. Cool. Spuddy. Do you want to answer? You answered a positive one last time, right?
Negative.
All right. You're on the positive side. Who are you talking about?
Oh, Dave.
All right.
6.
What role did this character play in the best day of your life?
On the best day of my life. So, Dave found me on the day of my creation. And Dave was one of the people that helped tape me back together after that initial pre-package error. So,
Damn.
my head could have been a lot sloppier.
All right. That's probably why you find it alluring. And so that establishes in canon, you're quite a bit older than Spuddy, but maybe Spuddy ages quicker?
I mean, he's not a human.
He ages differently than the rest of us.
He does age different. How old are you in fry years?
Oh, at least 13.
Spuddy is an infant. All right.
No, we only grow to 20. It's a very quick life.
You were up there. All right. Lorraine. Nope. Fuck. I gotta erase Lorraine because I just keep reading it. Raekwon. Answering a question.
Let's do negative about Dave.
All right. Give me a D20 roll, please.
1.
What did this character do to you in the past that you still resent them for?
Yeah, one time before a battle, we created a huge meal, and he promised me he was going to eat all of it. And I saw him sneak some over to another comrade of ours to finish, and that really rubbed me the wrong way.
Okay. Ultimate betrayal. Dave, we're on to your last question. I believe it has to be a negative.
Can I instead just say that I've decided that I distrust Frosties, and I'm trying to find the best way to tell these guys that that's the answer to the other question?
Yeah, for sure. Okay. You distrust Frosties?
Yeah, people who choose the Order of the Frosty, I just don't trust them. I wasn't brought up around a lot. There weren't a lot of Frosties from where I'm from, and so they're kind of different and weird, and just don't really trust them that much.
Kind of racist. Low-key racist against Frosties. Okay. All right, Raekwon. One last question.
Yeah, another negative, right?
Another negative.
All right.
Who's it about?
Let's do Spuddy.
Okay.
8, 6, 9. 9.
Give me all of them.
What's the most dishonest thing you've ever seen this character do?
Ooh. I've seen him secretly, not bite, but lick a couple of his little fry locks and some stuff that'd be leaking out of his face. I've seen just a little lick every now and then.
Oh, so he betrays his own people by eating so many fries. Or wanting to. Like, you want to be a cannibal. That's awesome. All right. I'm really excited for these really strange characters that you guys have made. When we go into it, which will be in the next episode, we're going to pick right up. We're going to answer one more RPG Campfire deck question when we come back. And then we're going to jump right into the Wendy's Feast of Legends arc. So, awesome job today. Can't wait to see how you guys all play together and if we can make it through this frosty-filled adventure. Until then, though, we will
See you next Tuesday.
That's it for today's episode. We hope you've enjoyed listening as much as we've enjoyed playing. If you have, go run and tell all your friends so that we can turn as many people into Crit Cats as possible. Tales from the Crit is a Wolfbeard Games audio podcast, and if you like us, please subscribe and leave a review wherever you get your podcasts, and head on over to our Instagram page and our YouTube channel. Both of those are at Tales from the Crit Podcast. All right, bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Dave.
What did he do to me? A lot.
Oh,
Done a lot.
He stuck his finger in your bum.
Well, only the vanilla Frosties.
Oh, no. That's got to go at the end.